Lentils, like other beans, are members of the legume family. Unlike the other beans, they are high in protein, fiber, vitamin B, iron, and potassium, but they are less in folate and magnesium. Lentils are also very easy to prepare and they taste unbelievably delicious. Hi lovelies, and welcome back to dbelle Cooks. In this video, I shared a simple recipe on how to prepare an incredibly delicious lentil stew. I bet you wouldn't want to miss this one. Please stay tuned and keep watching. I started by washing the chicken, the fresh tomatoes, and the lentils. The chicken is the protein I used in this video, so I washed it carefully and I set it aside. I also used fresh tomatoes. I love using fresh tomatoes whenever I am making lentil stews. It tastes better. It tastes very good. So, I washed also the tomatoes very well. I kept them aside. For the lentils, you will need to wash them as many times as possible till the water comes out clear. After washing, soak it in the water. Add little salt. This is optional, but it helps the lentil to taste good. Then keep it aside. The next thing I did was to cook the chicken. I used fresh onion, garlic, ginger, chilli, rosemary leaves, carrots, and celery. I poured the washed chicken in a pot and I added the chopped garlic, ginger, onion, carrot, chilli, and celery. I added salt to taste, dried thyme, my homemade mixed spice, and curry powder. Mix this very well. Cover and cook first few minutes in its own juice. In another pot, I steamed the fresh tomatoes. Make sure to remove the seed in the tomatoes, but this is optional. I did this off camera and I also cut these tomatoes in chunks. Pour these tomatoes in a pan, cover and allow to steam. 5 to 6 minutes later, I added little water to the chicken. I also adjusted the salt and I gave this a good stir. Cover and continue cooking till the chicken is 70 to 80% cooked. Now back to the fresh tomatoes. You can see how they are. So at this point, I turned the flame off, still cover the tomatoes and keep them to cool. By the time they will cool, you will see that they have more juice and they have become very tender. Feel free to blend the tomatoes with the juice. To make this lentil stew, I used crayfish. Using crayfish is optional, but I love the taste of crayfish in lentil stew. At this point, checking on the chicken is cooked but not well cooked because I am still going to add it back to the stew. Separate this chicken from the stock. You guys, can you see this stock? Can you see how rich it is already? You need to try this out. You will enjoy it. So keep this stock aside. I fried this chicken till they were light golden brown and I kept them aside. You can skip frying your chicken. So in the same oil, I added some chopped onion and garlic, dried thyme, some curry powder, salt. I fried this few minutes. The link to make this amazing curry powder will be in the comments. Please click on the link. You will love this recipe. Few minutes later, I added the chopped crayfish and also the blended tomato. fry this till oil floats on top. At this point, I went in with the soaked lentils. I also added the chicken stock and the fried chicken. Remember to adjust the salt to your taste. I combined this very well. You will have to cover and let these lentils cook. You'll have to cook. Make sure to add water. But one thing I do is I don't add water at the same time. I add it gradually. Few minutes later, look at our lentil stew. It is amazing. Smelling, oh, the aroma. It will entice you. The aroma, So this lentil stew is done. You can see the consistency. It is not too thick. It is not too watery either. It is just in between. This lentil stew is filled with amazing nutrients. It pairs well with a lot of things. I love to pair it with boiled rice. But go ahead, feel free, pair with any carbohydrate of your choice. You can pair with bread, you can pair with potatoes, boiled plantains. You can pair with any carbohydrate of your choice. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much if you have watched. If you're still watching till this point, I appreciate you a lot. Please remember to like this video and leave some beautiful comments for us because I love to read your comments. Until I see you all again by the grace of God, in our next video, remember, in dbelle Cooks, we don't just cook, we cook for our health. God bless you all. Stay blessed. Keep winning. Keep looking unto Jesus. Only from Him our help comes. Bye-bye.